Okay, well, I hope that this is working. At the moment, it does seem to be working, which is good. So let me just quickly have a look. I'm going to do that thing that I used to do. I have to obviously go and check and make sure. Okay, so the reason the audio is a bit skippy. So what I might do is I'll change the audio settings. Just bear with me a second whilst I do this. So I'll just try and change it over. For some reason, it's a bit skippy. So I'm not sure if doing this is any better. Again, I'll have a look. I'll just have a quick look, have a quick listen just to see if this is any different. Again, I'll have a look. I'll just have a quick look. Oh yes, that sounds a lot better. Okay then, right. Okie doke. Hello everybody and welcome back to Stepford County Railway. Oh my goodness, it has been 5 years since I've last done a video of this, or a live stream or a video of this game, and a lot has changed. We're now in version 2.3.2, and the last time I made a video of this was in version 1.4.1. So yeah, a lot has changed in the past 5 years in terms of obviously SCR, and it's gone for the better. I mean, look at it. It looks absolutely fantastic. Obviously, I can't really show you much beforehand, but yeah, I have been playing this game behind the scenes, obviously. But I kind of dropped the idea of doing SCR time lapses and videos, but I have decided to return it because I did do a poll quite a while ago and a lot of people wanted it back. So here we go. This is Stepford County Railway back again on my channel. Obviously now it's under UTS, it's not under what I used to be called. I was called Surrey Trains _YT. And a fair few people remember that, obviously, I'm sure they do. And yeah. So anyway, let's have a look at, well, there are a lot of new things and I can't go through every single thing. So I'm just going to start by driving some trains. If I just double check to make sure everything is fine. And the reason I've got the chat closed is just because I can't be bothered with dealing with drama and all sorts of stuff. So that's why I've decided to just leave the chat off, so there's no chance of anyone doing anything that they shouldn't be or saying anything that they shouldn't say. But anyway, here we go. So I'm going to drive let's drive the 185 double. And let's drive the Stepford Central to Rayleigh Bale. I'm going to drive from Rayleigh Bale, though there isn't really a depot nearby. Okay, what I might do is, does it let me do the, no it doesn't. Okay, let's drive. Let's go from Winstree Lane Train Maintenance Depot, which is basically the Leighton Depot, but it's been renamed. Okie dokie, so one of the changes in the game, which is fairly recent, is the overhead, the pantographs and the engines and battery and tri-mode, all that stuff. So now I actually have to power the train up instead. So I can't just move off, I have to actually power the train. So here we go. And now it's on. Now I can actually start moving. Now, obviously, I will change the thumbnail after this live stream because obviously it's still showing a very old, irrelevant thumbnail. So now arriving into Leighton Stepford Road, which has changed a lot since my 1.4.2, 1.4.1 video, where I was actually at Leighton Stepford Road at one point. So you can watch that to see what the old station looks like, and it has completely changed. And I have to say, it looks a lot better now than it did back in those days.
This is Leighton Stepford Road. This train is for Leighton West. The next station is Leighton City.
And also, the announcements have changed obviously since the last time I made a video of this game, because obviously before they were all text to speech and just, announcements which were good back in the day, but obviously these ones are a lot better.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Leighton West. We will shortly be arriving at Leighton City. Change here for services to Edgemead, Lynn by the Sea, Rayleigh Bay, and West Wyvern. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
So we are now arriving into Leighton City, which again has been changed since the last time. Now I don't know if I featured it in my So yeah, so it has changed a lot, as you can see. I mean, you can watch many other SCR videos to see obviously the progression of the updates, because I've just been, as I said, I kind of scrapped the idea of doing SCR content, but
This is
I thought, you know
Leighton
what,
City.
I'll just bring it back.
This train is for Leighton West. The next station is Leighton West.
And there is also a newer game, well, yeah, a very new game now called British Railways, and that is pretty good as well. I will do a live stream on that. I don't think I ever have done. I did do quite a few Grand Continental Railway videos back in the day as well, with many people who, well, I don't have any association with anymore, but yeah, I did do a lot of GCR videos as well, so.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Leighton West. The next station is Leighton West.
So we're now going to turn right towards Leighton West, and obviously the line to Edgemead and Lynn by the Sea continues straight, so we're now going right here. And you can also see the UI has changed as well. Well, it has been changed since, well, quite a few years now it's been. And I'm really glad that trains are a lot more longer in terms of the consists. Like, it's much more realistic now than just having a 3-car 185 only. Well, there was a 6-car one as well, but I'm glad that it's,
We will shortly be arriving at Leighton West. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This train terminates here. All change, please.
And there are also 15-mile-per-hour speed limits now when you enter a terminating platform, which is much more realistic, I think, because obviously you do have to go slowly. So So we're now arriving into Leighton West Station, which was new to you watching the live stream, but well, to some people it isn't new because obviously many people have done videos of this line back when it was released, and I did as well. Well, I didn't do videos, but I saw it, and yeah. So I do have a newer laptop now as well, and I also have new headphones as well, so that's why my streams are a lot. So far, they're going pretty well, and hopefully. Now, we'll be trying to upgrade. Obviously, this is just the beginning of it again, so I am starting off with lowish resolutions, but I will start getting higher, hopefully, as I test out things. So
This is Leighton West.
you can also see there are these train boards now that show. You can just about see over here that basically shows when the next train is arriving, etc. You know, it's very nice. So yeah.
The train now standing at platform 1 is the 1528 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. Calling at Leighton City, Leighton Stepford Road, Wharton Newton, Hampton Hargate, Stepford Airport Parkway, and Stepford Airport Central. This train is formed of 6 coaches.
Now I've never done this particular route before as well. Now this route was added in version 2.3, so and obviously in private servers you can drive any route even if you don't own them in the actual, you know, public service. So that's why I'm driving this one. So so we're now leaving Leighton West to head towards Leighton City again.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. We will be calling at Leighton City, Leighton Stepford Road, Wharton Newton, Hampton Hargate, Stepford Airport Parkway, and Stepford Airport Central.
So as you can see, we now turn left to head back towards Leighton City, and trains going to the right are going towards Edgemead. So we're now obviously going back towards Leighton City. Now also another interesting concept of this game now, which is again a lot more realistic and a lot more variety, you know, offers more variety, is the fact that some Stepford Connect
Arriving at Leighton City. Change here for services to Edgemead, Lynn by the Sea,
that some Stepford Connect
Rayleigh
routes
Bay,
now
and
go on the
West
fast
Wyvern.
lines.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Airport Central. This train is formed of 6 coaches.
So yeah, as I was saying, basically so most trains now, some of the Stepford Connect services now actually go on the fast lines, which I think is very good. I mean, it offers a bit more variety instead of being on the slow lines all the time. You know, going through the actual Upper Steplow station and all that, you know. So yeah, you know, SCR is heading in the right direction.
This is Leighton City. This train is for Stepford Airport Central. The next station is Leighton Stepford Road.
Now, obviously, I am quite busy with other things, so obviously I won't be live streaming every week like I used to, obviously, back in, COVID and that, obviously, because back then I wasn't busy, hence I was able to basically live stream all day, pretty much. But yeah, that's not really the concept anymore in my book, because obviously I'm busy.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. We will shortly be arriving at Leighton Stepford Road. Change here for services to Benton and Newry. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Stepford Airport Central. Calling at Wharton Newton, Hampton Hargate, Stepford Airport Parkway and Stepford Airport Central. This train is formed of 6 coaches.
And there are also platform allocations now, which is also a bit more realistic as well.
This is Leighton Stepford Road. This train is for Stepford Airport Central. The next station is Wharton Newton.
So we are going to be going on the fast lines between here and Wharton Newton, no, Hampton Hargate, sorry. We are going to be going on the fast lines, which is pretty good. So that is a lot more variation as opposed to being stuck on the slow lines all the time. So it's pretty good. Obviously, if trains have to stop at Upper Staplow, that's when they obviously have to go on the slow,
Welcome on
but
board
we
this
don't. So
Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. The next station is Wharton Newton.
yeah, I will be bringing back the videos, the live streams of when I do basically when updates come released, and when I'm free I'll do them. So yeah, it'll be nice. It's so nice to return, in my opinion. And thank you to all of you who have voted in that poll I did quite a while ago, whether you wanted SCR content to return, and the majority of you said yes. So yeah, I'm so happy to be providing variety once again for my channel. And there are also disruption things. So for example, in the chat, as you can see, it says here, due to flooding between this station and that station, it has to do this,
We will shortly be arriving at Wharton Newton. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Airport Central. Calling at Hampton Hargate, Stepford Airport Parkway and Stepford Airport Central. This train is formed of 6 coaches.
Wow, that isn't a bad stop, I mean, considering how quick I was.
This is Wharton Newton. This train is for Stepford Airport Central. The next station is Hampton Hargate.
So yeah, in my old video, when I went on his train between Leighton Stepford Road and Hampton Hargate, Wharton Newton was the old one. So you can watch that video to see what it was like before. And it was an island platform, literally just an island platform, and it was very straight. The section of track was extremely straight. There was no curves, nothing. So yeah, this is a huge bonus, and just, again, it just makes it more realistic and more varied instead of just having one straight section of track, which. So we're now going to be going to Hampton Hargate, which also has had an upgrade in this version too.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. The next station is Hampton Hargate.
Okay, so we now have what I think is called an approach controlled signal. Now the signal isn't actually danger. Now the reason why I know this is obviously because I'm in a private server, it's just me driving a train, but I am going to act as if I think it is red, so hence I've slowed down to around 45 miles per hour. Now the line that's joining us from the right is the line that goes through Upper Staplow Station, i.e. the slow lines. Well, the fast lines also go through it, but it's the old abandoned platforms, not the new opened ones. So the 4 above this signal indicates that we are cleared all the way into platform 4 at Hampton Hargate Station. So yeah, we are remaining on this track until after Hampton Hargate when we turn right towards
We will
Stepford
shortly be
Airport
arriving
Parkway.
at Hampton Hargate. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
So again, I will be changing my stream settings to make them better, hopefully, as time goes on. And I hope that this laptop can actually cope with it. Unlike my old ones, which unfortunately didn't really, but I mean, it did the job. So now, unfortunately, all those SCR videos that I had, I got rid of them, which is a bit annoying. I shouldn't have done that, but never mind. I mean, what can I do? Now here is the signal with A, which I assume means airport. So
This is Hampton Hargate. This train is for Stepford Airport Central. The next station is Stepford Airport Parkway.
I do quite like this route. To be fair, provides more connections to the airport from Leighton West and that, because obviously they're pretty good that pretty much most stations have a connection to the airport, which is good.
Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. The next station is Stepford Airport Parkway.
Oh, we go up here now. Okay. So it's just that I've never done this particular route, so I'm not really sure where we're going to go and that. So yeah, we are going over this viaduct. Kind of reminds me of the Hampton Court branch. It might be based off that actually, I think. Kind of. I mean, it does look similar. So we're now joining the line that goes to Airport Parkway. So we can accelerate, but there's not really much point because we're nearly at Airport Parkway now. So you can now see the Airlink trains are stabled in these sidings here.
We will shortly be arriving at Stepford Airport Parkway. mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Apologies for that quite huge lag spike there. I think it was just some scenery loading in or something. I can't do anything about that though, obviously.
Airport Central. Calling at Stepford Airport Central only. This train is formed of 6 coaches.
I think the 185 is probably one of my favourite trains. I mean, you can literally drive it pretty much everywhere, which is quite good. Well, pretty much, I mean, you know.
This is Stepford Airport Parkway. This train is for Stepford Airport Central. The next station is Stepford Airport Central. Welcome on board this Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central. The next station is Stepford Airport Central. We will shortly be arriving at Stepford Airport Central. Change here for services to Stepford Central, Airport Terminal 2 and Airport Terminal 3. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This train terminates here. All change, please.
Apologies for that lag spike again. I think it's just the, you know, everything just loading, but never mind, these things happen. So this route was pretty interesting to drive. I mean, it was the first time I drove this particular route. I mean, I've never driven it before, so yeah, it's pretty good. Whoops, so I stopped a bit too early. Hang on. There we go. That's about right.
This is Stepford Airport Central. This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you for travelling with us today.
Now these dot matrix don't actually work. It's the one, you know, the ones on the doors that actually work. So I can go to West Wyvern. What should I do? Right, I'm gonna just do. I'm just gonna say, do. Let's do the Airlink shuttle because I've never done that before. Well, in a live stream or video, I've never done that. So let's do that, shall we? So let's go on to Airlink shuttle 345. Now I can use obviously Morganstown or Hampton Hargate. I mean, they're both roughly the same. So let's go from here to Hampton Hargate. So here we go. The reason why I muted the music is just because actually here is the class 345, which is pretty impressive. I mean, you know, it is very detailed. I mean, it looks very much like the real thing, and I have been on the real thing a few times now, and yeah, it's a pretty nice airport shuttle train, and Now, what would have been nice, in my opinion, would be a route that goes from the airport to Stepford Central, basically stopping at every single station. I think that would be very nice. Just one route, perhaps, that goes from the airport to Stepford Central, stopping everywhere, basically. So that would be a nice thing.
Service to Hampton Hargate. Calling at Stepford Airport Parkway and Hampton Hargate. This train is formed of 7 coaches.
Oh, I should have stopped slightly below, but never mind.
This is Stepford Airport Central. This train is for Hampton Hargate. The next station will be Stepford Airport Parkway. Welcome on board this Airlink service to Hampton Hargate. We will call at Stepford Airport Parkway and Hampton Hargate. The next station will be Stepford Airport Parkway. We will shortly be arriving at Stepford Airport Parkway. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
D50 Airlink service to Hampton Hargate. Calling at Hampton Hargate only. This train is formed of 7 coaches.
This is Stepford Airport Parkway. This train is for Hampton Hargate. The next station will be Hampton Hargate. Welcome on board this Airlink service to Hampton Hargate. The next station will be Hampton Hargate. We will shortly be arriving at Hampton Hargate. Change here for trains to Benton, Leighton City, Newry, and St Helens Bridge. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This train terminates here. All change, please. This is Hampton Hargate. This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you for travelling with us today.
Okie dokie. So, okay, so I think this is where I'm going to end this very short return live stream of SCR. So I hope you enjoyed it, and please do comment below this live stream. I will allow comments below the live stream, but I just most likely won't allow comments during my live streams just to avoid any unnecessary comments, which have happened many times in the past. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this live stream, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.